Simplicity Building Consultancy introduces you to sustainability because simplicity is the ultimate sophistication.
Sustainability is a broad concept that applies to various aspects of human activities and encompasses environmental, social, and economic dimensions with a long-term perspective. On the other hand, ESG is a specific framework used to evaluate the non-financial performance of companies and organizations, with a focus on environmental, social, and governance factors, often used in the context of responsible investing and corporate reporting. ESG criteria are a subset of sustainability considerations. Here you can see that the scope, timeline, focus, application, and goals of the sustainability concept and the ESG framework, although they intersect, are not the same. The principles of sustainable design underscore the importance of creating built environments that prioritize environmental responsibility, social well-being, and economic viability. Through practices such as energy efficiency, adaptive reuse, and biophilic design, designers and architects can integrate these principles into their projects, aligning them with established framework and systems. Moreover, consideration of factors such as cultural preservation, resource efficiency, and the use of traditional building techniques further enriches the sustainable design process. Ultimately, the goal is to create buildings and spaces that not only meet immediate needs but also contribute to a more resilient, inclusive, and environmentally friendly future. By embracing a triple bottom line approach and the principles of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, we can strive for a world where sustainable design practices become the norm, enhancing the quality of life for current and future generations. Next, Matthew is here to help you understand sustainable design in 4 chapters. Chapter 1, Principles and Practices. Chapter 2, Considerations. Chapter 3, Framework and Systems. Chapter 4, Creating Well-being. By the end, you will have general knowledge to the how and what is done to achieve a sustainable building.
Chapter 1, Principles and Practices. This principles of approach benefits both current and future generations by mitigating the environmental impact and ensuring long-term usability and adaptability we will analyze in the coming sections. Efficient design, energy, water, and environment. Incorporate energy-efficient features like passive solar design, proper insulation, and efficient HVAC systems to reduce energy consumption. Later, we will further analyze methods to achieve this. Integrate renewable energy sources such as solar panels or wind turbines to generate clean energy for the building. Implement water-saving technologies such as low-flow fixtures and rainwater harvesting to reduce water consumption. Flexibility, adaptability, and resilience. Design buildings with flexible floor plans that can easily adapt to changing needs over time. Consider modular construction methods that allow for easy expansion or reconfiguration. Account for potential climate change, impacts like extreme weather events, rising temperatures, and sea level rise in the design. Use resilient materials and construction techniques to enhance the building's ability to withstand future challenges. Transportation and accessibility. Design buildings in areas well served by public transportation to reduce reliance on private cars. Ensure accessibility for people with disabilities, promoting inclusivity and long-term usability. Encourage mixed-use developments that combine residential, commercial, and recreational spaces, aiming the reduction of long commutes and supports local economies. Application: include green spaces within or around buildings to improve air quality, provide recreational areas, and enhance overall well-being. Choose sustainable and locally sourced materials to reduce the carbon footprint of construction. Consider the life cycle of materials and their potential for recycling or repurposing. Incorporate smart technology for energy management, security, and occupant comfort, allowing for continuous optimization and future adaptability. Community engagement. Involve the local community in the design process to ensure that the building meets their needs and aspirations. Foster a sense of ownership and pride among residents or users. Regulatory compliance and certifications. Ensure that the building complies with local building codes and regulations. Sustainability certifications like LEED, Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. BREEAM, Building Research Establishment Environmental Assessment Method, or EDGE, Excellence in Design for Greater Efficiency. Life cycle assessment, continuous monitoring and improvement. Conduct a life cycle assessment of the building to evaluate its environmental impact from construction to demolition, and use this information to make informed design choices. Implement systems to monitor the building's performance and make adjustments as needed to optimize energy efficiency and sustainability. By incorporating these common sustainable design practices, designers aim to create buildings that not only meet immediate needs, but also contribute to a more environmentally friendly and resilient future. Passive solar design, Orient buildings to maximize natural daylight and minimize heat gain or loss, reducing the need for artificial lighting and heating, cooling. Energy-efficient insulation. Use high-quality insulation materials and techniques to minimize heat transfer, improving energy efficiency. Energy-efficient windows and glazing. Install energy-efficient windows and glazing that provide insulation while still allowing natural light to enter. Renewable energy sources. Incorporate solar panels, wind turbines, or other renewable energy systems to generate on-site electricity. Water conservation. Use low-flow fixtures, dual-flush toilets, and efficient irrigation systems to reduce water consumption. Rainwater harvesting. Collect rainwater for non-potable uses such as irrigation, housekeeping, or flushing toilets. Green roof and walls. Integrate green roofs and walls to improve insulation, reduce heat island effects, and enhance biodiversity. Sustainable materials. Choose sustainable, locally sourced materials with low environmental impact and long lifespans. Prioritize materials that can be recycled or repurposed at the end of their useful life. Waste reduction. Minimize construction waste through careful planning and recycling efforts. Adaptive reuse. Repurpose existing buildings or structures, preserving their historical and architectural value while reducing the need for new construction. Modular and prefabricated construction. Use modular construction techniques to reduce waste and construction time while allowing for future expansion or adaptation. Natural ventilation. Incorporate designs that promote natural ventilation, reducing the need for mechanical cooling systems. Smart building systems. Implement smart building technologies that monitor and optimize energy usage, HVAC systems, and lighting based on occupancy and environmental conditions. Green building certification. Seek LEED, BREEAM, EDGE, or other green building certifications to ensure compliance with sustainable design principles. Community engagement. Involve the community in the design process to ensure the building aligns with their needs and preferences, fostering a sense of ownership and support. Resilience. Design buildings to be resilient to climate change impacts such as flooding, extreme heat, or storms by elevating structures, using flood-resistant materials, or incorporating backup power sources. Life cycle assessment. Conduct a life cycle assessment to evaluate the environmental impact of the building from construction through its operational life and eventual demolition. Biodiversity and landscaping. Preserve and promote local biodiversity by incorporating native landscaping and wildlife-friendly design features. Education and outreach. Promote sustainability through educational initiatives and engage occupants in sustainable practices. Please join us for the next chapter where Monica will introduce you to some additional practices. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Do you want to control your investment? Have solutions for your project? Know what is happening with your real estate? Speak with us.